It's you! Yes! On with our journey.
Hi, Yao-G here and welcome to our latest showcase video. After months of waiting, they finally arrived. Alice, the Mad Hatter and Time. So I figured which one to go with first. Who knows, one of the three. Let's go with Johnny Depp's character. Let's go with a Mad Hatter because he's an absolutely awesome looking character. I've had a little play with him and he has a ton of fun. But just off the bat, taking a look at what they've done with the character, his moves are cool. Just standing still, spinning his head, loving that. But the rendering on the character itself, love his jacket, some nice detail. But his hair looks great. And his top hat that he can throw, also well put together. Now I thought I'd try and do this showcase a little bit differently because what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a boss fight at the end of the video. So, as with all showcases, I'll show you the skill tree, but I haven't chosen anything as yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose it all now on the video as we go through it. So, on the first tab, the normal sort of stuff you'd expect on the health and defense. So we'll go for the first one. There's a mid-air recovery that we're going to take and a super leap because I love my super leaps. Now, I don't like to take these team player things. It's not that I'm not a team player, guys. I am a team player, but they just take up skill points and I want them for other things. But as always, there's no choice. If you want the max health, you're going to have to go that route. So there's the first health boost. And of course, we'll have to take these to get the final one. So we're already down to 52. On the second tab, the special ability tab, but I gotta tell you, I haven't had a look at it yet, but it looks awesome from what I'm reading. A Mad Hatter recreates his epic tea party by summoning his friends around the table. They throw projectiles, cups at nearby enemies. R1 to put it into effect. So we'll take the first one. And we'll have a little look. We've got special bonus. It's going to increase the damage. What I'm not going to take is the power disc upgrades because they're personally for this, I think, a waste of time. Pardon the pun with the character. So we've got high tea level 1, which increases the amount of time that the tussle over the tea takes place. We'll take that, and we'll also possibly take that, but we may come back for it. We'll see how many points we've got left. We'll definitely take... Well, we'll go this route for now. We'll take a special move bonus for the increase on the damage. And we'll also take a special move meter upgrade, which adds a charge to the special meter. When it's filled, the character can activate a special move. So you'll essentially take in this. Should have about 2. We shall see. There's a speedy meter upgrade, which I'm not going to take because I'm going to use it for a boss fight. And I'll just throw a couple of purple globes in and get max anyway. But if you were going to use this character yourself, you might want to take that. Depending on what you're doing. So I may actually, for 4 points, could take more damage. I think we'll come back to that tab. So on the melee skills tab, I'm always maxing this out for fights. So it's an increase in damage at the start. There's always a nice... sort of block and sometimes a repel, which we've got here called Black Tar Blast. When timed correctly, the Mad Hatter repels the attacker with a blast, blast, blast. We'll see what that one does. Confetti Burst, which is effect after deflecting a close range attack, press triangle to shoot confetti at the enemy from the Mad Hatter, or from the Mad Hatter's hat. So I'm going to take that as well because that ties in with the block. It's basically going to be a circle to block and then a good time on the triangle, and away we go with the extra bit. So moving on, we've got Deadly Haberdasher. Mad Hatter takes a bow, then throws his hat, which slaps the enemy multiple times, pushing them back. With the final press of triangle, the hat explodes into fireworks, instigated by triangle. Bit of time left. Press the R2 and then triangle again. Definitely taking that. It sounds awesome. The moves that the Mad Hatter has got really do look great. Gotta tell you, we'll show you in a second, but just the normal moves without upgrading anything already look pretty cool. He's got kind of a 5 move attack on the attack button. 5 separate moves that combo into one that look mega, spinning on his head and so forth. But we'll take a look at that in a second. So the super damage increase, it is expensive. We're down to 33 now. But I do like to max out the melee tab if possible. So I will take that. Mad Hatter creates a vacuum from his hat which sucks enemies towards him. This is cool. Took a little look at this a second ago. It's essentially a Jedi Force move. And it's called Hatted Inhale. So you're going to instigate that by the square button, and that's going to suck the enemies towards him. That sounds super cool. Can't wait to have a go with that one. And the last one is going to be an increase in the damage. So of course we'll take that as well, which leaves us with 20 skill points. Moving on to the final tab, which is his range skill. Now he throws his hat from what I've seen. He may have a couple of other bits, possibly not. But we're definitely going to take the first one, which increases the damage. And we'll move on to Shockingly Mad. Mad Hatter throws his hat, which continually moves forward, shocking nearby enemies. Hold R2. So sounds pretty cool. Going to go for that as well. Got to watch the points here, because if we just jump back quickly, I am quite wanting to get that and possibly that. So that's 9 points, which leaves us 8 to spend on this tab. So it's a choice here. Shall I go for the ranged attack or shall I go for the special, which I'm not going to be able to use that often? Looking at points wise, Top Hat level 1 adds 2 tornadoes to the end of the Mad Hatter's shocking mad attack. That sounds pretty cool. Very tempted. 3 points. We can increase the damage. And we can add 4 tornadoes to the end of the Mad Hatter's shockingly mad attack. That sounds immense. If I was going to buy that, that would be 9 points. So that would be 1 more than what I wanted to spend, really. On the other side, Making Haste reduces the time it takes to charge as shockingly mad. So holding the R2 is actually the charge for it. Making Haste reduces the time again. And the ultra ranged attack upgrade increases the damage caused by the Mad Hatter's ranged attack. So this is tough. I think I'm going to go for, just looking quickly back, I would like extra damage on the special, but maybe just the time would be good enough. If I took that, it would leave me 12, which would mean I could get super amount of tornadoes, which I'm going to go for. Because who doesn't want to see 4 tornadoes at the end of the Mad Hatter's shockingly mad attack? That sounds immense. And we'll just go back. And we'll buy the extra time on that. Leaves us 3 points. So we'll see if we can sneak something for that to spend on. Or rather to spend that on. Maybe something in here. I think I'll go for that. Which reduces the time for the shockingly mad attack. Or the shockingly mad. So that's it. That's the skill points spent. Unusually, I've actually spent every single point. Just to the final tab, we've got a super jumper and a marksman. Sounds pretty cool. And in come the bonuses. Or the skills, rather. So let's take a little look at the moves then. Straight off the bat, we've got the stomp move, which is a pretty cool looking one. We'll try and take a look at it from a better angle so you can see exactly what takes place. He essentially throws a teacup at the ground, which then explodes in confetti, which is pretty immense. Just try and show it one more time. And if you were going to do it as normal, looks at the camera while he throws it down. And a nice shell shock effect at the bottom. So the next one is his normal combo, which again is pretty immense, which is what I'm trying to show you from the top. Try and show you him doing it towards the camera. I love the teacup, or the teapot. Excellent move. Oh, and the final bit at the end, of course. So it's a 1, 2. You can actually just button bash for this. And there we go. Try it one more time. It is literally just a button bash for
Still
that.
feeling quite like
He
flying.
fires a
wouldn't you
cake
say?
at the end there. This is all absolutely new for me, guys. As you saw, we put the skill tree together, so I haven't seen most of these moves. The next one that we've got is the combo with the triangle, R2 and triangle. So this is going to be a timed one, which looks immense. And you can't actually do it straight again after the bat, if you know what I mean. Oh, I tell a lie, you can. You just need to time it right. There we go. Pretty immense. Can't wait to see what sort of damage that one's doing. And then we've got the special. So, without further ado, let's see what this one does. I can't wait to see this. This is going to be immense.
Excuse me, but it's high time for tea.
Are you kidding me? What is going on here? Oh, that is crazy. That's his special. That's impressive. It really is. And along with the sculpture of the character with his little bow tie, top hat and tails, it just ties straight in. It's brilliant. We've then got his Force move, or his Jedi move, where he's going to be pulling enemies in. That one looks pretty cool. Can't wait to see how that one works. I'm assuming it's the same like sort of one of the Jedis. His hair all flattened under the hat. That's pretty cool. And then we've got his block. Ooh, all a bit serious. Nice pose. He's shaking a little bit. Let's see how he dances around with the block on. Oh, are you kidding me? That's great. He bounces on his hat. Well, what do you know? And then I'm not sure if I'll be able to pull this off. Probably not, because there's not some enemies. Won't be able to do the actual rappel from the block. Then the last thing we've got is the ranged attack. So we'll just go with the normal, which looks pretty cool. Flinging his hat at the oncoming enemies. And then, of course, we've got the charged attack. And this should have 4 tornadoes. So let's see what it looks like. Pretty cool. Are they teacups on top of the tornado? I think they are. I mean, of course they would be. Yep. There's teapots and teacups. A teapot tornado party. What do you know? So I think we'll get down to the bottom now and we'll throw a few enemies in and we'll see how the moves look against them. I've got a couple of buttons laid out here. Incidentally, all these pieces in this toy box, including the road that's just magically changed, as if by the power of editing, is from the Alice looking through the looking glass pieces and playset. Well, not playset, if you know what I mean. Going into the, let me show you, rather than trying to tell you. Basically, bringing out your wand, hitting the triangle, and you can select the themes. There we go. It's the themes. Yes, and what I've done is I've changed the road, the terrain, as in the land, and I've also changed the fantasy plants. So all of these pieces are from the Alice looking through the looking glass, even. So we'll hit a couple of buttons and we'll throw some enemies in. And of course I've had to throw the card guys in. Let's not let them get too close. Let's hit them with a long range. Let's hit them with a charged long range. In fact, I think that's serious crowd control on that one. So let's try and throw a couple in again. Wow, that's pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive. I've got a couple of Rhino guards set to the other button. So we'll see what sort of damage. I've got the difficulty set to medium. So we'll see what sort of damage it does to those. They're a little bit tougher, I would have thought. That's really impressive. I like that a lot. So we'll get a bit of a combo on this guy. Okay, it didn't last very long. Let's spawn him in again. We'll hit him with a couple of long range. Okay, so the targeting on it's not that great. My goodness. Wow. That's impressive. And that's just a normal combo there, guys. So let's see what the stomp sort of damage does. If we can hit him right. Which I think we just did. No, we didn't. Okay, let's see the block move then. Not entirely sure if I got that right. Don't think I did. So it's actually going to be as they're hitting. Of course it will be. It's going to be a little bit difficult to pull off. Especially with two of them. Possibly not possible. I think that may have been it. Seems a little bit of a nice hit back. Yeah, I think that's it. It looks pretty good. Timing is of the key there, which is not easy. We'll spawn a couple more in. I can't. I should not. I'll throw it the other way. So we'll see what sort of damage I can get with the stomp move. And that's pretty cool. Not so much range on it. It seems very stunning. Guess that's what it does. Pretty impressive. And I can't resist trying the special out. Actually, we'll try the timed attack first. Yep. Oh my goodness, that blasted him quite a distance. I actually want to try and stun this guy. Let's see if this works. So he's down. Is he stunned? Let's try and hit him with the timed one. Nope, didn't work. My mistake. That's pretty cool. And creates quite a lot of damage. Admittedly, we are level 20. So the final one. Oh, little fella. Thank you. And the final one. Here we go. This is the special. Let's see how this works. So we'll try and get them both pretty close. Oh dear, the rhinos are steaming in.
I don't remember inviting you to this party.
Oh, I see. So it fires off the teacups. We're enjoying the party. And the rhinos are getting a beating. That's pretty cool. So we'll clear the mess up with some nice moves here. I think let's go with a ranged charged attack. Oh, we missed. Does it matter? Yes, it does. Oh my goodness, I'm a terrible shot. Let's see. And finishing with the fireworks. Brilliant. So there we go, guys. There's all his attack moves in effect. His skill tree set. And that only means one thing. He's now ready for a boss fight. So I'm going to set it up and we'll see you there. So this is it then, guys. We'll set the combat difficulty to extreme. We've set the AI boss up. And it's going to be the Mad Hatter's first ever AI boss battle against the one and only Darth Maul. I'm going to go in with no lightsaber. It's going to be teacups and all against the Madman. So without further ado, on extreme, single round, battle to the death. Darth Maul versus the Mad Hatter. This is going to be nuts.
Your tenacity is your downfall.
Focus on the task at hand.
Got you. Give up. Now you will die. Submit or suffer.
Excuse me, but it's high time for tea.
Taste my blade. Beware my wrath!
Back away.
Run away or be defeated! Bow to me. Do you yield? There is no hope for you.
I don't remember inviting you to this
Do not
party.
expect to win. You will fall.
Don't come any closer.
There is no hope for you.
I can see all of Underland from here.
My attack is lethal. You are a fool to continue. Beware my wrath. This will hurt. Bow to me. Do you yield? My attack is lethal.
I can see all of Underland
Taste
from
my
here.
blade. Give up. Now you will die. You will
That
fall.
was awesome. I nearly killed him with fireworks. That would have been immense. Wow, the Mad Hatter is immense. I'm seriously impressed. He has got some seriously mega moves. I didn't use that one too much, and I found a couple of other ones that I forgot. I managed to get the counter attack out, which was the hat thrown with the confetti. That looked pretty cool, but also I forgot the low ranged attack that swamps him into the air. That's pretty mega. So there we go, guys. The Mad Hatter on his first AI boss battle stands triumphant against the Maul. Lightsaber or not. We took him out with the teacups. I'm well impressed with that. He is immense. I do hope you enjoyed the battle, showcase, skill tree and all. I do hope to see you in the next. And bye for now.